Αυτή είναι η δύναμη μας.
Τώρα θα δει επιτέλους η Ευρώπη τι είμαστε.
C'est un film sur la crise grecque et l'Europe.
It's a film about the Greek crisis and Europe, and the relations between Europe and Greece. But essentially, it's about what this crisis has cost and is still costing to the Greek people, to a big portion of the Greek population, meaning the middle and lower classes, ever since Europe has let this debt slide. But, as Mrs. Lagarde said, it is impossible to reimburse 350 or 327 billions of euros or dollars or whatever. It's a small country. They simply don't have the means. So that's when the crisis started. And it was a very violent crisis. Thousands of Greek college graduates left to go overseas. Unemployment rates were high, salaries and pensions were tremendously decreasing, so it was really the worst of situations one could imagine. But it's also the fact that a leftist government was elected by the Greek people, and Europe blocked everything. My opinion is that it was to prevent the left from being successful, because then it could spread to Spain, for example, where the left was resurgent, and maybe in France too, etc., etc. It was a clash between the Greek government and the European institutions. And who paid the price? The Greek people.
Et qui paye la casse? C'est le peuple grec.
I'm asking not for an erasure of our enormous debt, but for its restructuring.
I'm sure we're going to do good work.
La réussite de votre programme sera aussi notre réussite.
They won't let you do that.
Europe set up a rescue plan to save Greece.
The rescue plan was to save the German and French banks. Their colossal debt was transferred onto the Greek people. Our government wants dialogue.
Out of the question to renegotiate the MOU.
J'ai changé la majorité des noms.
I changed most of the characters' names, except for some names, because they were so well known it didn't make any sense to change them. I told all the actors not to research their characters on the internet. Someone told me, well, one of the actors told me, that he wanted to meet the character he was going to play. And I said, no way. We need to create those characters ourselves, because we are not showing these characters' lives. What really interested me in those characters was their functions and how they exercised their authority in the face of the problems they were facing. So it's not a psychological movie about them. It's a film about their authority, their beliefs, their ideology. So we had to create those characters for the film, since we couldn't show them in their entirety.
Le montrer entièrement.
Le peuple grec a des obligations.
This will lead to closure of your banks and to an exit from the Eurozone.
You are throwing us out of the Euro.
I didn't say that.
You implied that.
He's the one that should be kicked out. We need a Yannickset. Πρέπει να τους δώσουμε κάτι για να καταλήξουμε σε μια συμφωνία.
Είναι παγίδα. Όλοι θα προσπαθήσουν να σε κάνουν να υποκύψεις. Sign the MOU or exit the Euro.
You are wasting our time!
If you were me, would you sign this MOU?
Banks shut. No more money.
Well, as the Beatles say, money can't buy me love.
On devait tourner en France.
We were supposed to shoot in France, in Belgium, and in other countries. But we were working mostly with Greek actors, and for some parts with actors from other countries like Italy, Spain, etc. But the Greek actors also work as theater actors to make a living, with salaries that are not extraordinary, but they do work there. So the only way to have good actors was to shoot where they were living, in Greece, because they couldn't just leave every time. For example, we filmed a few times in France, but we shot on the days when they were off from the theater, meaning that Mondays and Tuesdays they would come to France and then leave again. We shot a big part of the film in Athens, and we found some great locations and really good crews. So generally speaking, the shoot went really well.
D'une manière générale, bien.